Let's talk about list comprehensions in Python. So we're going to talk about what list comprehensions are, but we're not going to talk about why you might use them or how you might write them, just what they do. So we have a for loop here that loops over a list of strings and makes a new list of strings while changing each of those strings a little bit along the way. We're title casing these strings, so the first letter of each word is capitalized. That for loop is equivalent to this list comprehension. So this one line of code here is called a list comprehension, and it does the same thing as these 3 lines of code up here. So list comprehensions are a more special purpose tool than for loops. For loops allow you to loop over an iterable and perform pretty much any action. List comprehensions are specifically for looping over some old iterable and making a new list out of them, usually while changing each element a little bit along the way, though you can also use list comprehensions for filtering elements down, only including items that match a specific condition. So we have a for loop here that's nearly the same as the for loop we had before, except that we're only including names that have 30 or fewer characters in them. So this short names list that we end up with has fewer strings in it than the original list that we started with. An equivalent list comprehension will look very similar to the comprehension we had before. The thing we're appending comes first, and then our looping logic comes after that. But then the last thing we have in this comprehension is our condition. So this list comprehension here is equivalent to this for loop. It does the same thing. So for loops are a general purpose tool. For loops can be used for looping over an iterable and performing one or more actions. List comprehensions are a special purpose tool. They're specifically for taking an old iterable, looping over it, and making a new list out of it, usually while changing each element a little bit along the way, but you can also use them for filtering elements down, only including elements that match a specific condition.